It was good, man. It's your boy D2000 and we back at it with another video, man. Today what I'm gonna be doing is breaking down how to make piano melodies and shit for Roddy Ricch. Basically any artist that be using emotional type loops that be going hard. So yeah, before we hop in the video, if y'all fuck with the content, please be sure to drop a like, comment down below if you got any feedback or suggestions for me, and subscribe for more content like always, man. More content on the way. Also, if y'all ain't following me on IG, make sure you follow me on IG. I'll be dropping a free loop kit soon, so make sure to tap in me over there. And yo, let's just hop straight into this video, man. I'm just gonna break it down like usual and play the full loop and then go piece by piece. So, yo, let's get straight into it, man. So yeah, that's basically the loop right there, man. I'm gonna start off with the keys, and I can't even lie to y'all, I'm down bad right now. I'm chopping out at FL keys, but it just goes to show you don't need to have like a crazy piano VST just to get a crazy melody. So I'm gonna let these chords play out one time and then I'm gonna break it down for y'all. That's it right there, man. Like, it went long, but basically, even though this is only a 4-bar loop or a 4-bar chord progression, you can see how I got like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 different chords playing in there. So you know that just keeps the listener's ear like always engaged. Like, even though you might think a 4-bar loop might be repetitive over and over again, you know, if you start off with like a good foundation with like good chords and shit like that, you could really make it interesting and like stack on different layers and different counter melodies to make it interesting. So even though it's a 4-bar loop, you wouldn't have thought that, you know, when listening to it. It's always interesting. Whereas, you know, sometimes when you be making loops and stuff like that, you want to normally stick to like, you know, switching the chord every bar, or, you know, just, you know, having a full long chord, like 2 chords and 4 bars. So you always want to make sure shit's switching up and like, you know, balancing. That's what gives it this vibe. You want to kind of like take it to church with it, you know. You know, experiment, you know, just find something you feel with, and you just gotta feel the melodies out for real. That's when you go crazy with them. But yeah, the second part right here is a counter melody I also played while I was playing in the background. This is what this sounds like right here. Just super subtle in the back. Yeah. So you can see how this layer, this is like the middle counter melody, I would say. It just runs like this little, you know, subtle thing that adds an accent. Like, I'll play with the original piano. So you can kind of see how it tells a story. It kind of tells a story of, like, you know, the chords. And at the end right here, I just go with the note on every bar, you know, just to signify a transition. You know, you could just do anything. Like, at the end of like your bar, whatever section you're doing, you know, add something in there to let the listeners know that, you know, you added a transition in and it's transferring to a new part of the song. So, or, you know, a new section at least. So you want to do little things like that, you know, that keep the listeners engaged. And then I got another counter melody that's kind of more higher up and plays like this. And these were all just played like freestyle, just kind of feeling them out, you know. Kind of just got to feel the melody and the vibe. So yeah, on that first half again, it's just like melody tricks, you feel me? Like, you see how I got the constant thing going on right here, and then usually it resorts to like, you know, the C sharp or the D note throughout the whole thing, and then right over here it goes up to an E. So when the listeners hear that, they're used to hearing this part right here. So when it switches up, you know, it also signifies that, you know, you move on to another section. And the second half, it's almost like this E note is leading it up into like another section, telling another story or another side of the story. So you'll see how that sounds out. Yeah. That shit hard for real. Yo. So you see that shit just tells a story, bro. Like, if you're going from this one section, and when you stack all these on top of each other, like, this is just FL keys on its own. I'm gonna play it right now. This is like what all of them sound like at the same time. So that's basically like the whole beat. I mean, like the whole loop right there. Like, that's the main parts of the whole loop. It's just his pianos. And you can see how the counter melodies really work like together, and they go crazy together. You know what I mean? So like from that point out, it was really just about filling the rest. So I have this bass right here. I don't even got, like I said, I don't got no VSTs. I'm rocking off with a classic 80. This is like a stock FL Studio. Like, if you go to PAX and Instruments or something, I think like literally classic 80. Like, it just goes to show that, you know, you could just use whatever, bro, and it could sound good. So this is like just playing the bass line right here. It's valid, you feel me? I just threw some guitar rig on there, you know, nothing crazy. And you can see how, you know, I keep the, you know, progression bouncing around. You know, I'm not keeping everything on the same level. I drop one low instead of staying up on this high B note. You know, just keeping it, you know, switching stuff up and just keeping it interesting for the listener. So yeah, that's what you want to do, really. And then I got this one supporting last piece, which is the exact same chords as the piano. But I'd be using the string because, you know, you want to think about the sound selection and stuff like that. Like strings, it's going to fill up that space that the piano needs to get filled up, you know, and then it's also going to add that emotional feeling, you know. Strings are very emotional instruments, so it's going to add that, you know, depth to your sound for real. And then lastly, I got this little chop up. So I took the chords from that original thing and just chopped it up a shit ton, and it sounds like this. And this shit was really what made this beat hard as fuck. But it really just depends, man. You just gotta feel it out. Like, I don't even know how I came up with this shit. Like, it just sound hard, so fuck it. Like, it just be bouncing. That's really what adds the bounce and shit to the loop, like that. It's like super important stuff, you know? Like, just the way even you can lay shit out. So, yeah, that's basically the loop right there. If y'all fuck with that, man, please be sure to drop a like. Comment down below like always, man. Subscribe for more content, man. I'll be dropping more videos later this week and the next week, so just, you know, stay updated, follow that IG, you know the vibes, man. So yeah, that's basically it for now, man, and I'll see you guys next time, man. That's DG2000 and we out.